A woman abandons her newborn on a doorstep because she cannot afford to care for him. 20 years later, history repeats itself when she discovers a baby in a brown knitted basket on her doorstep. Juliana Larson was only 16 years old when she got pregnant, but her boyfriend refused to take responsibility and walked away from her life, leaving her all alone to make decisions for their child. Unsure of what to do, she turned to her parents for assistance, but fate didn't help her there either, and they kicked her out of the house, telling her only to return when she terminated the pregnancy. Both homeless and jobless now, Juliana wandered the streets for a while before landing a job as a waitress. She started saving money for her delivery and future child, but she realized it wouldn't be enough to provide a decent life for her child. So after giving birth, she left her baby on a stranger's doorstep with a note. Please don't waste time looking for me if you find this note. I hope you'll provide her with a happy life. Please raise her with love and as your own. From Juliana Larson, it read. 20 years from that day, Juliana could never forget how difficult it had been for her not to look back and take her kid back. But she'd reasoned that it was for the best. In the years that had followed, she had gotten almost everything she wanted. A stable job, a loving husband, and a beautiful home. What she didn't have, or, as she saw it, God didn't bless her with, was a child. She and her husband Peter had been trying for a child for several years with no success. Finally, they decided that they were enough for each other. But all of that changed one fateful day when she discovered a baby in a brown knitted basket on her doorstep. Peter, she cried as she opened the door. She couldn't believe her eyes when she saw a beautiful newborn girl in a basket. She picked her up in her arms, and suddenly, a note fell on the floor. A baby? Peter was perplexed when he approached the door. How is it? He looked Juliana in the eyes, and for a moment, both of them reminisced on how she had abandoned her baby. She'd never kept the truth about her past life from him, and he'd always been truthful with her too. However, when they discovered a baby, they were at a loss on what to do. Honey, Juliana said, there's a note on the floor. I'm sure the one who left the baby here left it with her. Peter picked up the note to read it, but by the time he finished, Juliana was in tears. Hi, dear Mommy. I hope you pay for your sins, for what you did and how you left me. Do you think you could abandon your daughter and live peacefully? Well, guess what? I followed in your footsteps and I did the same. Raise that kid happily, because I don't think you've got an option. From your abandoned daughter, Rose Smith. Juliana almost broke down on the doorstep. Honey, what do we do now? If this note is true, then this baby is my granddaughter. I can't believe it. If you enjoyed this story, you might like to hear part 2 of that story. If you want that, please tell me on comments so I can update part 2. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone who may find it interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in